Welcome to your first day at Debenham Detection. We've got an urgent new job. A woman has gone missing. Her dog is missing too, so the police think she has just left town. Her family disagree and they have hired us to find her. Phoebe Debenham, principal detective. Okay, great. Her name's Christine Pelham. She's the CEO of Zoolingo, a new software company that's building a translation app that lets people understand their pets. I'm giving you the papers we found in our home office. You'll be able to see the envelope in a minute. You'll need to sift through the evidence and figure out what's relevant. Great. To start organizing your thoughts, I want you to figure out the identities of her family members, find their full names and their pictures too. I'll give you a simple family tree to fill out. Include any pets. Pets have the same surname as their owner. Great, okay. Time to start. Good luck. Your progress will be saved automatically. Okay, cool. Oh, I've got a notebook over here. All right, I'm actually gonna put myself on the other side, I think. And maybe like lower down as well. Let's do that. And then we'll lower this camera just a bit. Down here, so it's like I'm replacing the detective over there. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, we'll lock that shit down. Dope. Okay. Guys, we have our evidence here. Exciting shit. Okay, well, there goes the evidence. Christine Pelham, missing person. Okay, evidence is here. Business news, pet translation startup is the Cat's Whiskers. Pet translation startup, Christine Pelham, CEO of Zoolingo. Okay, we have a picture. Hold on, can I? Okay, we can go ahead and put that in. That's our missing person. She looks like this. Great. New innovative technology company is developing an annual animal translation product that aims to allow owners to understand their pets' vocalizations using a smartphone app. It uses a large language model to learn the meaning of the noises of different species and even of individual animals. CEO Christine Pelham sees huge potential in the product. I'm looking forward to the day when I can hear my beloved Labrador, she enthuses. Has a Labrador. Huge. Okay. Zoolingo, hear your best friend. Christine, here's the proof for the new poster. Let me know what you think. Omar and Pete are okay with it. Kathy. Okay, Christine's our lady. I don't know who any of these other people are. Omar, Pete, Kathy. Presumably business people, but who knows? Cowhigh School News. Welcome to a new term. Da-da-da-da. Cake fundraiser. Saxophone champ Sarah Ball. Okay. I don't know who that is. Talented 12-year-old saxophonist Sarah Ball has won the prestigious Mary Bentley Youth Music Competition, beating 84 other 12 to 14-year-olds. Well done, Sarah. Great. Semantic Antics. School debate team. Melanie Williams, Prudence Fowler, Sam Taumata. Okay. All right. I don't know if this cat or this kid is going to be relevant, but we will see. Okay. Designing for Flow. So this is all stuff from her home office. Okay. Pet translation startup Zoolingo is taking the tech world by storm, winning a prestigious design award from IDNZ just weeks after securing $12.5 million in investor funding. Sarah Rose, lead architect for both the building renovation and interior fit-out, is excited to push aesthetic boundaries in the tech space. Oh, this is like an interior design magazine. Okay. Transport engineer Brandon Russ, whatever. Okay. Dear Mr. Ball and Miss Pelham. Okay, Christine Pelham's our lady. Mr. Ball is probably the husband. We would like to extend our invitation to your son to accompany our family on our annual ski trip to Cardrona this August 8th to 19th. He's welcome to stay for the entire duration, or our driver can collect or deliver him to the airport at any time that is convenient. You may rest assured that our daughter will sleep in a room with her younger sister at the opposite end of the chalet to your son. Best regards, Mr. and Mrs. Leones. Okay, great. Okay, well, we have a Mr. Ball. We know that. And then Mr. and Mrs. Lyons. Okay. We have a son, a daughter, and then a son's girlfriend, probably also called Lyons then. Okay, great. And then presumably the kids take the dad's name, so we'll just assume that both of them are Ball as well. Okay, cool. What do we have here? We are a world-class dog daycare and training facility in Auckland, New Zealand. We are designed for the busiest of professionals, with opening hours for drop-off and collection between 6 a.m. and 9 p.m., 7 days a week. Prices start, da-da-da-da-da. Alfalfa, one of our many happy clients. What a cutie. We know Christine Pelham has a Labrador, so that's not our dog, but that's okay. Next up, Chained In Social Media. Christine at Duolingo, Piper picked a peck, 1234, Bon Appetit Pet Store, CM Pelham at email, Piper4321, bank user ID 6428543. Okay. Hey, great. I'm glad that you've got all your passwords on a sticky note. Happy anniversary. Cute, hardworking, remarkable, intelligent, sexy. Here's to another 20 years. Lots of love, Rich. Okay. I'm assuming this is the husband then. Chris. So is this guy Chris or, well, Rich? Is he talking about? Okay, maybe that's, oh, okay, right, because our girl's Christine, so it's probably Chris. Like, okay, cool. So his name seems to be Richard. This is found in her home office, so this is probably her husband. It's a safe bet, I think. Okay, cool. Felicia is 21. You're invited to help celebrate Felicia's birthday and recent graduation, Friday, 7th of February. Mom or Dad, Meredith Het, Paul Smith. We don't know those names. We move on. Kathy, I need you to check up on Dan's new girlfriend. Bad influence? Okay, Kathy seems to be a personal assistant. This is the second time we've seen her name here. If I had to guess, that's what's happening. All right, classifieds, Sarah was here. I want a cat. Sarah? Okay. Can they tidy my room? Oh my God, Mom? Cook and housekeeper? Gorgeous new country club has opened at Rotorua Heights. Okay. So Sarah, I guess, is the name of the daughter. Have we, hold on. Who is the girl? Who's the girl up here? Sarah Ball. Yup. Okay, cool. 3 identities correct. Okay, we get the Obra Dinn confirmation. Let's go. Okay, cool. Okay. Chess tutoring, whatever. All right, increase productivity with just 12 sessions of yoga and mindfulness. $20 a session. Meet Charlotte 12 p.m. Thursdays at Kitchen. Thursdays at Kitchen. Dita. 637 followers, 1896 following. Wait a minute, it was Dan's new girlfriend? Bad influence? Okay, oh, so Dan might be the son then. Do we have a Dan? We have Daniel, that'll do. Christine hopes this helps. Kathy, okay, this is the research on the girlfriend. Great, we have this girl's photo. My man Dan, my girl Tay-Tay, pink everything, the beach, good vibes only. From Dan, girl dinner. Hell yeah, Maldives, Pilchard, what? All right. Dear parents and guardians, our school dive trip to the Poor Knights Islands is nearly here. Please sign and return the permission form below, along with the $7,850 fee per child. Includes boutique accommodation, gourmet meals, small batch transport, yada yada yada. Okay. List all known allergies, bees. Daniel Cholmondeley Ball, sea pellet, great. Reported Piper, Labrador. There it is. Piper. Hey, Piper. Can I just type Piper? Piper picked a peck. Okay. Toby, Philippa, Mabel, Squeaky Hedgehog, walks on hind legs. Hell yeah, what a cutie. Kathy, I need you to organize birthday gift for Rich by next Tuesday. Garden calendar. Also, Sarah, school supplies before she goes back on the 30th CP. Great. Okay, we've got an agenda here. Book cleaner, pay insurance, Audi. Notes for Kathy, defrost bones. Gotta defrost the bones, dog. Order wine. Gym, hair and makeup at Will's. Boss Babes exec breakfast at Garden Center. Investment advisor. Bank, lunch, Andy and Susan at Bowl. Coffee with Pat and Brenda. Walk P at Kakariki Farm Park. Shower and power nap. Meet at office. At 5, Sarah's recital, takeaways on the way. Meet R and kids there. Finalize recruitment for new salesperson tomorrow. Okay, great. Okay, C. Pelham. All right, this is probably the missing child here. Daniel. What we don't have is Dita. Do we have any information on her besides this? Dita. We've seen her referred to as the girlfriend previously, so I don't think we have much else, unless she's mentioned maybe in that school newspaper or whatever. Is she in here? Any details? Melanie Williams, Prudence Fowler, Sam Taumata? No, not really. Okay. Okay, let's just look for Dita. No Dita. Okay. Are there any names that could have a Dita? Minnie, Nagao, Paula, Perdita? I think it's Perdita. Perdita Alliance? Oh, and Ball. Okay, we know that's Daniel Ball. It's a safe bet that that's... Is it Pelham? Oh, it's Pelham. Okay, got it. I guess because it's her, Christine Pelham's dog specifically. All right, well done on finishing the family tree. However, I have some rather distressing news. Christine's been found dead in the Zulingo office. Her death is being treated as suspicious. She had a rather nasty head wound. Also, millions of dollars of Zulingo's investment money has disappeared over the weekend. The office has been torn apart, papers shredded, hard drives wiped. The police have agreed that we can continue our work as consultants to them. The Zulingo board will be paying us as they want us to find the missing money as soon as possible. Oh shit. Who was she meeting at the office on the Sunday she died? Was it her killer? I don't know. The police have forbidden us from talking to anyone from Zulingo or any potential witnesses. However, they have agreed to send us copies of the evidence from the office once they are finished with it. They have sent through the documents that were found in two sections of the Zulingo office, the desks on the west side and the desks in the center of the office. Once the police have recovered more evidence and processed it, they will pass it on to us. Your next task is to fill in the organization chart. Look out for anything suspicious that was going on. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Suddenly we have a lot more stuff to play with. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see what we got. All right, so that was home office, west desks. We have a map of the area. Great. Filched, pilchard. Beautiful. We know all of these children already. Nothing new here. Okay. We have an invoice, bill to C-Fig, Zulingo Limited. Lined school exercise book, colored pencil set, Kohai school book. Okay, this seems to be stuff for the kids, right? School supplies. Okay. Marvolo and me. Okay, Marvolo. Hello. Hey, Marvolo. NZ TechCon speaker Rebecca Cook. Okay. We have a cat called Marvolo. We have Rebecca Cook. Where on this chart we would place her, I haven't a clue. Okay, I see. So it's an organizational chart. So we've got C, Chief Marketing Officer, Finance, CEO's Assistant. We know that this is Kathy, right? Probably. Catherine, probably. CTO, who knows? Okay. So we don't have any information. We know that she's a speaker. That's all we know there. We know that this guy has a pet called Marvolo. That's it so far. Mr. and Mrs. Fig. The Figs. Wait, we saw C-Fig over here. School supplies, right? Wait, who was that a thing that Sarah school supplies before she goes back? Okay. This is Kathy Fig? Catherine, rather? I'm assuming. Mr. and Mrs. Okay, cool. Catherine Fig. I'm assuming that's her anyway. Okay. Great. Rerun on Sunday. Sally Blake to Rebecca. Rebecca Cook, maybe? Hey, hun, I lost my phone and forgot my email login for my laptop. Ugh. So I had to dredge up this old email account from back in the day. Sally Blake is cool at email. Nice. Embarrassing. Lucky your work email is so easy to remember. I know you always go running on Sunday afternoons. I was wondering if I can come meet you and come too. I really need to get fit, and Drover needs a good run. Okay, Sally Blake, Drover. I need to get Drover a new collar. Can we meet outside Ye Olde Pet Shop? Does 4:45 this Sunday suit you? I will shout you dinner after to say thanks for the motivation. Hi, sweets. Sounds perf. I love having a running buddy. Okay. Catch you Sunday, Bex. Rebecca Cook. Okay. We've got a few things on Rebecca Cook. Sally Blake is messaging her. I don't know who that is. Book Marvolo's annual checkup vaccines. Okay. Marvolo and me. Ask Peter text for chained-in ads. Department budget report to Christine by Tuesday. Okay, budget report. Peter text for chained-in ads. Chained-in meaning LinkedIn, I'm assuming. Okay. So that's this guy's note. Sweets, I can't do this any longer. Arya asked where I was last Friday night and why I didn't see her before bed, and I nearly lost it. I can't sleep, the drugs aren't working. I don't even trust myself to tell you this in person, but I know I need to be strong. One last time this Friday night, then it's strictly work only between us. I know this will break your heart. Please don't be angry. I will never forget you until Friday. Your little petal. Oh my god. We have I don't know who this is. We have no idea who this is. Somebody's having a little office romance, but that's all we know. University of Aotearoa, Master of Business Administration, Omar Sharaf. Okay. Happy birthday, Bex. Lots of love, Bill, Arya, and Smokey. Arya. Is this our girl Rebecca? Rebecca Cook? Was that it? Rebecca Cook? Yeah. Oh shit. Mr. B. Mansell. Mr. Mansell, an update on your loan application. $15,000 for holiday expenses unsecured. Unfortunately, we're unable to approve your personal loan application. Our policies mandate a maximum debt to income ratio, and your requested loan added to your existing borrowing brings you above this threshold in spite of your high income. Okay. So there's a B. Mansell who needs money. We have an Omar Sharaf. We have Rebecca Cook. We have a bunch of stuff from Rebecca Cook. Marvolo and me. Who are you? Okay. How many desks are there in this space? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then like some meeting spaces. So this is like at most 5 people then, right? We do have photos of the crew. So presumably this might be Christine's desk is here. We've got a Rebecca Cook. We've got this guy with Marvolo. We've got an Omar Sharaf, which might be the same guy. But then we've also got a B. Mansell, who is definitely a different person than those other 3. So that's 4 so far. Omar, I need your department's budget by Tuesday. Sales estimates fine, but need a firm number on advertising spend. Sales and advertising, okay. So Omar, department budget, Marvolo, Omar. This is our boy Omar. He's keeping an eye on budget for advertising and sales. Where are they? Finance admin, but then we've got marketing sales. I guess he's the CMO probably. So that's Marvolo. Find a guess. Marvolo. And then this is, what was that, Omar? Is that right? Omar. So Omar Sharaf. Omar Sharaf. And then Marvolo Sharaf. Let's go. We got these 3, and then that is Catherine Fig. Amazing. Okay. You're doing well. Here's the new evidence from the police which should help with your task. These documents were found in the office kitchen and on the desks on the east side of the office. Bro, I haven't even gotten to the center office documents yet. Okay, hold on. We don't know what Rebecca's job is yet. We also have a Mr. Mansell that we're looking for. Mansell needs money. Prescription ready for pickup. Tiffany Langdon, Corey Medical to Rebecca. Okay. Hi, Rebecca. Dr. Ko sent through your prescription for Quiestra, Zolpidem for your recent sleep difficulties. It's been forwarded to your nominated pharmacy and should be ready for pickup later this morning. You will need photo ID. Short-term only, likely to become very drowsy 15 to 45 minutes after taking. Do not exceed recommended dosage. Do not drive or operate heavy machinery. Avoid alcohol and sedatives. Never share your prescription with others. Yeah, okay. So no, Rebecca, she's got the office romance. She's a speaker at TechCon, and she's having trouble sleeping. Ben to Rebecca, I guess we're apparently no longer even giving each other the courtesy of speaking in person, so I will just send you an email about Friday night. Yes, we can meet, same time, same place. I want to say no. I want to tell you I will never speak to you again. But I love you, even if I also hate you. Jesus Christ. I can't believe you would end things between us. Was it that damned Holly who convinced you? I guess I'm no longer convenient to have in your perfectly manicured life. I would have thought you would rather be with someone at your career level rather than a bloody martial arts instructor. But what do I know? I would have thought you'd rather be with... Okay, so this person... Okay, this guy Ben is at her career level. To Ben. Benny, darling, I can't reconsider. You know that. This has been eating away at me for months. I don't care about Holly's disapproval, but I do care about lying to my daughter. I'll be 10 minutes late on Friday because I have to pick up my hopefully powerful new sleep drugs. And then Rebecca to Holly. Hol, proof that I finally took your advice, but now I need new advice. How do I make him not hate me? He's actually scary. P.S. I do actually care about your disapproval. You are scary too, lol. Thanks. Okay. Okay, so we've got a Ben who's in the mix. This is clearly from Rebecca's computer because we've got all these messages associated with her. Doesn't really help us much. What's this? The end of the road. Bill Cook to Rebecca. Bill Cook NZ. Dear Rebecca, please find attached a photo taken by the private investigator I hired to look into your ongoing suspicious behavior. I can see that the important work that kept you so late at the office each Friday was not as technical as I had expected from a CTO. Oh, Rebecca CTO. Okay, sick. Hold up. CTO, where are you at, girl? Bang. Rebecca. Kook. Great. Do we know anything else about her pet? We also have a picture of this guy. I've waited to send this because if I confronted you in person, I know you'd have some plausible explanation. I might be tempted to try and believe you, but really I should have known. You haven't been completely present in our family for months. Please don't bother coming home tonight. I've told Arya you were visiting your parents and won't be back for a while. Once I feel capable of being calm and civil, we can meet and discuss separation and divorce proceedings and tell Arya together. Okay, so this is Rebecca. This is presumably angry boy Ben, who is apparently on the same level as her. I'm assuming it's an office. Okay, well, the only person we don't know yet is CFO. So Benjamin, probably. Benjamin? Okay. Do we have anything else in here? We don't know his last name yet. Rebecca Cook. Do we know anything about a pet that she has? Bill, Arya, and Smokey. Okay, so she has a pet called Smokey. Smokey Cook, presumably. But we don't know what kind of pet Smokey. I'm assuming, well, it could be dog or cat. We don't really know. It's hard to say, right? Short-term medication. Omar, between Omar and Kathy. B. Mansell! Is that you? Hold on, B. Mansell. So, because we got, okay, cool. So that's Cook, Catherine, Mansell, Omar, and the big lady. So this is like the power corner of the office. This is like all the high level people are over here. I see. Okay. Well, great. Okay, cool. Central desks. Okay, central desks. Ariadne put the kettle on for Peter. Love from David. Okay, we've heard Peter before. Who is Peter? They were mentioned. Remember they mentioned? Was that in Ask Peter text for chained in ads? Okay, so if I had to guess, and this is a total guess, Peter's gonna be over here. Either marketing or advertising. But we also know, based on the fact that we have this mug, that Peter has a parrot called Ariadne. For Peter, presumably, if I had to guess. So I think it's safe to put them here then. If we don't have a photo for Peter yet. We don't know their last name either. We just know that they have a David in their life. Hell yeah. Hi, Pippa. Great work landing that Melloway deal. You're learning fast. Nice work. Thanks, Omar. Okay, there's a Pippa and presumably in sales, if I had to guess. Is the central area the sales team? You're learning fast. Is Pippa in here? I'm assuming junior sales because the CFO is complimenting her. It's a small company, whatever. Dear Mr. Chan, based on your responses to our intake questions, we recommend the 12-week remote learning course Leading by Example and Advanced Perspective. We have cohorts beginning on Monday, the 18th of February, Tuesday, the 18th of March, Here are your responses for the records. Number of direct reports, 3 people. Sales/marketing, 3 to 5 years of experience, highest qualification, master's or other post-grad. Okay. This is Mr. Chan, and they have 3 direct reports, and they're in sales. So, I mean, this is Mr. Chan. Okay, great. Easy. Great. Okay. Sales team staff expenses, past 12 months. We have rates for junior, intermediate, senior salaries, commissions, and then lead. Okay. Carolyn, Hugh, Pippa. And then total remuneration. Okay, got it. So I don't really need to pay attention to total sales, except in the case of the lead who's going to get 1%, right? So presumably it's John Chan, because they don't do any sales themselves. They're just the lead, right? Just based on the fact that there's no sales mentioned, but they're still getting a commission. Yeah, 1% of the team. There we are. Okay. So there's a Carolyn getting 7% on that, which is 5%. Senior. Okay, Carolyn is senior. Great. Carolyn here. Okay. Oh, this is really good. Okay. We've got a Hugh who's getting 10%. So Hugh is the intermediate salesperson. And then Pippa, well, we've already, okay. Pippa's getting 15%, which makes sense as a junior. Okay, great. Cool. Total remuneration. Okay, great. This helped us get some first names on the salespeople. H. Leamington, product sales. Okay, that's probably Hugh. So Leamington. Okay. At Zulingo. Great. Hi, Ivan. Could you please print and bind 4 copies of the latest department budget report? Use the fancy paper, please. Thanks, Omar. Okay, Armor's asking an Ivan for something. They could be marketing admin would make sense for that kind of work. And they're also the only one we don't have a first name for yet, so that could track. Pet models wanted. Peter at Zulingo. Okay. So Peter's our advertising guy. He's the one who makes all the ad copy, I guess. Hi all, we're looking for some very specific animal breeds for an advertising campaign. Please get in touch if you have one of the following animals or know someone who does, or might be interested in their pet being a model. In return, we'll give you the photo files from the shoot for their portfolio. Campaign will also give them great exposure. The shoot will be on the 5th of January. See below for the examples of breeds. Dogs, Cavalier King, Charles Spaniel, below right. Tonkinese below left, or Bengal below middle. One of those. Hi, Peter. I have a Tonkinese cat named Sapphire. Okay, Pippa has a cat called Sapphire. Great. She's very good-natured and be easy to work with since she loves people. I would be happy to bring her to a photo shoot for 200 plus all the photo files. Okay, great. Wait, we saw... Was that home office? Here's the proof of the new poster. Omar and Pete are okay with it. So Omar's our chief marketing officer. Pete is our ad copy guy. Is that our Tonkinese? Could that be her? Okay, central desks. Tonkinese below left. Yeah, it could be. Okay. In that case, Sapphire might be this first cat. Okay, dope. Jones family reunion between Peter and Carolyn. All right, Carolyn is our senior salesperson, not the lead, but senior. And then Peter's the ad guy. Okay. Hi, Carolyn. So glad you and Will were at the reunion. David and I were so happy to see our favorite nieces. Okay, one of these people is maybe Peter, and I'm assuming blonde with the white glasses is Carolyn. And then maybe that's David, or maybe they're across from each other. Do you have any good photos of us from the party? I'm still recovering. Joneses really know how to drink. David says it's good for me because I've been working too hard. I think he's probably right. Okay. Hey Pete, Hannah and Eve had such fun with their favorite uncles. I didn't think to take any photos, but I got this one from the group chat. Shame you can't see our faces, but at least our husbands look very handsome. Okay, got it. Okay, so Peter, we have Peter from the back then, and then these are the husbands. David and Yeah, I may have taken the surname, but it didn't magically stop me from being a lightweight. Okay, so her last name is Jones. Okay. We know that. So glad to see you and Will. Okay, Will, so we've got a Will and a David. And those are the husbands, and then Peter and Carolyn we've got the backs of their heads here. Okay. Okay, so that's kind of useless then. Damn it. Okay. I may have taken the surname, but it didn't magically make me a lightweight. I can't handle more than a couple of wines. Yeah. All right. Well, we know Peter has dark hair at the very least, and Carolyn's blonde with the white glasses. Talent release form, Pippa Wallace, Sapphire, Tonkinese. Okay, Pippa Wallace. Okay, we've got Wallace. Hey, yo. Oh, okay, confirmed Ben Manzel, Rebecca Cook, Sapphire Wallace. Huge. Okay. Hip hip hooray at email. P. Kettle is our witness. So, wait, witness P. Kettle. That might be Peter then, right? Peter Kettle, if I had to guess. Because he's the one who sent out the initial email, so it would make sense that he's witness here. Okay. New Zealand passport application. Who the fuck is this gonna be? Okay, well, we know it's not Peter, because Peter's got black hair, right? Brown hair. Could be Hugh, it could be John, it could be Ivan at this rate. So we don't really know who this is, but we know that they're working on a passport, I guess. Okay. Hey, fat lot of good that is. Okay. Kitchen. Okay, this could be anybody. Our lovely guinea pigs below have just had 5 babies. Available in 3 weeks' time to approved homes. See Kathy for details or email Catherine the Great at email. Cute. Okay. Little pink bow on this one. Cute. Catherine? She does have 2 pets. All right, I'm assuming pink bow is probably this one. Just based on gender dynamics, you know? And we'll assume that they're also figs then. Cool. Great. Great. Fire Warden, First Aider, Holly. Fire Warden Holly, First Aider Martin. I don't think we know any Hollies or... I know Holly was mentioned as, like, corresponding with Rebecca Cook. But we don't know necessarily if that's a person who's under Rebecca or, like, somebody else, right? We just know that... Okay, Fire Warden First... Have I seen those pictures before? Hold on. Was it up here? Ah. Oh, we've got 2 desks right next to each other. Potted plant there. We might be able to place them on the... Okay, 2 desks against a wall. So it might be east desks, potted plant next to it. But the design is such that it could be either of these north ones as well, because we've got 2 desks side by side like that also. So it's unclear. But it's definitely either those or one of those 2. Not one of these, because it's against a wall and there's the potted plants. Right, okay. Anyway, okay, so central desks, kitchen. 1,000 sales. Bunch of photos. Okay. Ah, blonde with the white glasses. That's our girl Carolyn, for sure. Where are you at? There you are. Who else is in this photo? We've got... Okay, presumably this is the entire sales team then. which would suggest that this would be Pippa, if I had to guess. And then it's kind of a 50-50 between Hugh being Steve Jobs over here, or... Guys, should I be a little racist here? Is it racist to assume that the Asian-looking guy is John Chan? I don't think so. Cool. Sales lead, let's go. All right. The police have finished processing the evidence from the office. I've given you everything we've got. These documents were found on the 2 groups of desks along the northern wall, northwest, northeast. I'll have some more questions for you once you've got a good handle on a who's who. Great. Okay, we got more info. And then presumably Hugh is Steve Jobs over here, if I had to guess. Okay. Okay, so you know what this means, though? Because we know Peter, we've only seen the back of the head, and we know he has dark hair. Which means passport guy's gotta be Ivan, right? Because they're all in that section. Okay. What else we got? Okay. Smokey. Nice pet of the month for learning to shake hands. Naughty pet of the month, Alfie, for eating all of his goldfish friends. Wait, who has Smokey again? That's Rebecca Cook, right? Yeah. Smokey. Hello. Somebody's got a pet iguana as well. Don't know who. We have Peter K. Oh, Peter Kettle. Bang. PT. Oh, another 3. We got Smokey, we got Peter, we got Steve Jobs over here. Okay, great. Cool. That's most of the sales team. We don't know Ivan's last name yet. We're in pretty good shape there, it looks like. Okay. There's an Alfie that somebody has. We don't know the guinea pigs' names. Evacuation plan. Pet shop parking. If you see fire alarm sounds, leave building quickly and calmly. Do not run. Do not carry possessions. A crossroad in pet shop car park. Okay. So they go out the main entrance and go out to the parking lot. Makes sense. Great. Ambience Wellness, Common Grounds Cafe. Okay. Doesn't really give me any new information for the most part. Zoolingo Monthly Spotlight. Name Coralie. Favorite animal dogs. Favorite color mustard. Nice. Favorite hobby dog agility. Standard coffee order long black. Childhood dream becoming a vet. Proudest achievements winning the National Dog Agility Championship at the end of last year. Getting my PhD, having my daughter. Okay, great. She's into dog agility. I don't know what her job is, but she seems very business minded. When you leave dirty dishes in the sink, the kitten is so disappointed in you. Okay. Compile, assemble, empower, run. Keynote speaker, the latest high-profile stop in Smythe's illustrious software career. Senior developer position, translation startup Zoolingo. Smythe will share juicy details of philosophy she credits as the keys to her success. Lean out and let me. Don't miss out, secure your spot. Okay. So senior developer at Zoolingo. Is this Smythe person? Senior dev. There's only one senior dev position, so that's her. Smythe, I'm assuming, is a last name. Great. Okay, cool. Hey, great. Okay, we don't know who Coralie is, where she belongs on the map, but we're keeping an eye on it. Okay. East desks. Okay. These are... Okay, only three people in this group. We've got Welcome Home Marzocos. Okay, we've got a bunch of kids. We're not going to take any pictures of kids because they're not on our organizational chart. It's one of these two that's in here. Unclear. Marzocos. Band-Aid First Aid Training Solutions. Dear Mr. M. Parrott, congratulations on completing our Advanced Workplace Fire Aid Certification Program. Please note that our invoice has not yet been paid. Your completion certificate will be forwarded upon full receipt of outstanding payment. Now due $375 plus GST. 5th of January. If you'd like to upskill a second member of your organization, which is highly recommended, allow primary, happy to provide a 15% discount, Hey Michael, is this something you can sort? I thought it was paid when I booked. Oops. Thanks heaps, man. M. Okay, there's a Michael who may be able to sort like an employee training thing. They might be HR. Unclear. M. Parrott, Advanced First Aid. I wonder if that's our fire warden, or what were they? Martin? Ah. Well, if that's Martin... But the thing is, Martin probably would have left this on this Michael person's desk. So it's probably Michael's desk that's over here, right? One of these three, okay. And it could be all three of them wherever they are. We have no idea where Martin's gonna be on the map, right? What the fuck? What is this? Cheap nay, eek, oink, arf, ribbit, woof, ba. Yelp hoot, meow, low. For the cow says low. Tweet, ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, this is some code shit. Okay. H O cow LL Y Yelp. Yeah, that's Holly is writing some shit. Okay. Wait, so if Holly's desk. Unless this is like a message sent by Holly to a person, right? What is the message? Wow. S-A-M. Sam. Frog is ribbit. All right. R-E-E. Sam Rees. Y-O-U U-A-R-E-R. So, oh my goodness. Wow, Sam Rees, you are so hot. Holly. Oh, okay, Michael's here. Tonda, drafting the blueprints for love. Good luck, Holly. Hey, Michael. Duolingo pet translation, 510. Absolutely not. School of life. Oh, God. Social smoker, you should quit. You know, this will let them Google you. How's your online presence? Looking for a special lady to unlock the chambers of my heart. Michael Chambers? Any gamer will immediately know you're insane. An open-world multiplayer RPG with complex plans. Ugh. I work at a tech startup, go to the gym and play video games. I'm working on making my dream game. Jesus Christ. Say hi if you're a true gentleman. If you want to be wine and dined by a true gentleman. Okay, sounds like you're 56, not 26. Michael Chambers. Duolingo. Okay. It seems like Holly's desk might be here, actually. But it's unclear, because we've got two things that are related to Holly here. Happy Easter, Sam and Alfie. Looking forward to a long weekend away with US. Cute. Hester is sad she can't come too. Just look at that cute face. Okay, this is Hester. Lots of love, H&H. Holly and Hester? I don't know what Holly's job is, but the thing is, this is to a Sam and Alfie, right? Sam... And this is addressed to Sam as well. Holly is all up in all these notes, but she may not be at this desk, because we've got stuff to Michael, we've got stuff to a Sam. Jesus. Okay, we've got Michael's Slack messages, I guess. Okay. Admin's chat. Charlotte won't go on a date with me and Mel is ignoring me. Wait, aren't you dating Felicia? She dumped me because her stupid horse didn't like me. Felicia's the best. So since you've failed to win over Char and Mel, Charlotte, Mel, you've officially run out of women in Team Database. Okay, are you moving on to Team Get Good now? Minnie's kind of scary, she's too smart for me, and she's a senior, which maybe makes her out of my league. Wild idea, Chambers, have you ever considered finding a girlfriend you don't work with? Yeah, for real. Okay, Charlotte, hey, not interested, thanks. Raymond, finish those meeting minutes? Do we know who Raymond is yet? No. Okay. Oh, okay, we've got database lead, and then we've got get good. Minnie's scary, she's too smart, and she's a senior, and she's on the get good team. Okay, so this is Minnie then, right? Anything? Okay, and then The other two, there's Charlotte and Mel. I don't know if Felicia is on team database as well. There's also 4 positions on, well, 5 positions total on database, but, and we don't know where Michael falls on the spectrum. He might not even be in the tech side of things. He might be in accounting for all I know. Actually, yeah, he's more likely in accounting because Martin was messaging him about, or HR maybe? I don't know. CFO. Is there HR in here someplace? Tech admin, product owners, and then we have accountants, finance admin. Finance admin might be Michael, right? Michael Chambers or whatever, but anyway, okay. Sam, that's super dodgy, wow. Okay. Christine, all invoices from Chart Topper. Okay, Michael's an accounting guy, probably. Melissa, Miss Lee, are you the one for me? That's Mel. Oh God, okay. So there's a Melissa Lee. There's a Charlotte who's saying not interested. Melissa left him on red. Oh boy, okay. And we know this is admin's chat, okay. Holly and somebody else. Oh, I think Holly's probably the bunny rabbit. Holly and Hester. Admins. We've got tech admin, marketing admin, finance admin. Okay. So odds are Michael is the finance admin then. Where's our boy? Here he is. Michael Chambers. And then I think that means Holly is our other administrator, if I had to guess. Holly. I don't know her last. Wait, no, but yeah, and she has a pet, Hester, right? Hester. I don't think we have a last name for Holly yet, but that's okay. We seem to be at Michael's desk right now. Raymond, finish those meeting minutes, and then we've got Christine with invoices from Chart Topper. Okay, Christine, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's Catherine. Never mind. Okay, I don't know who Christine is. They might be accountant, senior accountant. Unclear at this point. Team wins. Christine at Zulingo to Office All. Hi, team. 2 exciting announcements this week. Congratulations to Raymond and his wife Miranda, who are expecting baby number 4 in March. Raymond. Bang. Let's go. Raymond Marzokos. Miranda Marzokos, okay. I wonder if they'll be hoping for a boy this time after 3 beautiful daughters. They have just bought their first home for their growing family. Okay, we're assuming Raymond is at the office because he's mentioned first here, okay. Congratulations to our lovely Samantha, who has completed her Master of Professional Accounting. Okay, Sam, accountant, okay. Odds are 3 people, 3 desks on the east side of the office. It's probably the accounting squad. Okay, so that means we've got Sam. And then who's Christine then? I don't know who Christine is. No, Christine Pelham, duh. Come on. That's our missing lady, or our dead lady, rather. Okay, that makes sense. Completed her Master's of Professional Accounting. She's earned a well-deserved promotion from accounts assistant to accountant. Okay, so we know that she is accountant then. So that's Sam, or Samantha. Sam Rees, I think was what was on the little coded note. Yeah, okay, Michael Chambers, Samantha Rees, Minnie Smythe, let's go. And then, if she's got a pet, probably it's also Rees for sure. Do we know? I don't think we know the pet's name just yet. That's super dodgy. Oh, turtle? We've got a turtle emoji for the profile. I'm assuming that's probably her pet then. That was Alfie? I don't know. This is a guess, by the way. I don't know if that's her pet, but it seems likely based on the profile pic. Christine's got a dog because she's got a Labrador. Charlotte may have a cat. Who honestly, they all have animals representing them, but it's unclear. Felicia's the best. So since you failed to win over Charlotte and Melissa, you've run out of women in team database. Okay. And then we know Felicia has a horse. We know that also, but we don't know who that is at the moment. Okay. Raymond Marzocos. Marzocco, rather. And I think that's our boy Raymond. If I had to guess, that's our senior accountant. Just based on the positioning of the desks and what messages are here. Yeah. We've got stuff from Holly, but not addressed to Holly, which makes sense. Admin chat. Okay, cool. I feel pretty good about this. Sam and Alfie. Looking forward. Oh, yeah, Sam and Alfie. Okay, yeah, Alfie is for sure the turtle then. Okay. Looking forward to a long weekend away with you, S. Hester, Sam, okay. Hester's sad she can't come too. Look at that face. Hester and Holly. Okay. Do we have anything else here? Not really. Holly's helping him out, I guess. M. Parrot. Okay, Martin Parrot. So presumably he's in somewhere in the text section. No idea where he is exactly, but we know that he's next to Holly on the in our desks here. Okay, let's see what we've got. Okay, we've got desks here. Dear Holly, here's the very important graft I promised you. Happy solving, kindest regards, Sam. A very important graph, my goodness. Okay, bar chart, color-coded. No idea what's going on there. All right. There's no surprise in the community about the result. Dr. Kerr is such a consistent performer with any dog. She's an exceptional trainer, a real asset to the sport. Agatha was second runner-up 2 years ago after a controversial judging penalty was applied on the A-frame obstacle. Kerr was philosophical at the time, but she says it makes December's championship even sweeter. Agility champion Agatha with cousin and fellow competitor Nagao at the beach. Okay. Kerr's brother Tim Callie is also an agility champ with his young spaniel Nagao, who is quickly moving up the ranks and is making a name for herself as queen of the weave poles. She's an absolute star in the making, says Kerr. We love that Agatha and Nagao are such great buddies. We joke that they're cousins. Tim and I do a lot of training with them together. This is the lady in the kitchen, right? Coralie. So Coralie Kerr, we know that she's a dog trainer, right? Dog agility. So there's a Coralie Kerr who has a dog. There's not a lot of people left that we know have pets. So she's either the Get Good lead or a junior data scientist. Based on this boss-ass photo, I'm going to assume that she's the lead. We'll move her around if we need to. Coralie Kerr. Oh, confirmed. Amazing. Okay. Raymond, Alfie, hell yeah. Okay, great. And so then this is her dog, Agatha. Agatha Kerr. We know it's not the other dog because it's mentioned as Tim Callie's, right? In that article. Okay. Okay. So the desks we're on now, the Northeast desks, this seems to be... It's probably going to be this team, and then the Get Good team is probably that one, if I had to guess. If we look at the layout, well, actually, it's 5 desks and 5 desks. It could be a mix. Although 4 plus Holly would make sense, and then this is going to be those other desks, I guess. So Martin is probably dev or product owner then, because their desks are together in the same section then. Okay. I found a cool new cipher. It's called a Polybius square. This version uses a keyword at the top of a 5x5 grid. Then you fill in the remaining letters. Here's an example using codes as the keyword. J and K share a space since there are 26 letters. To use it, you write the coordinates of each letter across and then down. Okay, so it's column and then row. So with codes as the keyword, the code for Holly would be 52, 21, 33, 33, 4, 5. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So column, then row. Then you encode the numbers however you like with knots or knocks or semaphore or flashes of light or anything you can think of. P.S. I'll send you the secret keyword. A very important graph. Okay. I mean, every digit is 1 through 5, so this is relating to that for sure. We don't know the secret keyword at this point, but that's okay. Very important graph. Was it mentioned over here? So hot, no, okay. All right, that's fine. It might be a different thing then. Team coffees, Paul, oat FW, mini small cappuccino with cinnamon, Martin, hot chalk with marshmallow, me, long black. Okay, yeah, me is definitely our girl Coralie. We already know that she likes a long black based on that note in the kitchen. Paul, okay, so we know then that we've got Minnie, Paul, Martin. So which one is Paul, which one's Martin? We don't know. I'll put Paul here and then Martin here for now, and we'll just see what happens. I don't know if it's the other way around. I'm not gonna put pictures yet because I don't want to change too much if I don't have to. Okay, Charlotte, yikes, Michael just asked me on, you're so lucky to be in Coralie's team, I swear, okay, this is to Paul. I swear Ryan doesn't even know what a product owner is. He never listens to me. Even in my yoga and mindfulness class, he ignores me, lol. Why pay to come and then ignore me? Doesn't know what a product owner is. Okay, is Ryan this guy? Try a Ryan there. And then it seems like Charlotte is our product owner, if I had to guess. Paul, presumably, unclear if they're also. Yeah, Coralie's awesome. I heard Ryan's leaving though. Paul saw his CV on the printer, so I bet it's true. Would you apply for team lead? You'd be really good, I think. Product owners represent. Okay, fellow product owner. Okay, so Paul is the product owner. I had this wrong, that's fine. Okay, Martin is here. And we know Martin is the other guy here. And I think we know his last name based on, was that the East Desks? This note here, Parrott, P-E-R-R, I think, if I had to guess. Okay, back to Paul's message here. Coralie's awesome, I heard Ryan's, okay. Oh my God, that would be my dream. Yeah, I'd definitely apply if the position was open. I couldn't be any worse than R anyway. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Yikes, Michael just asked me on a date. No, thank you. Yeah, okay. Ryan, yo Verity, do you know the password for the, okay. Paul Verity. Great. Felicia, Paul is saying to Felicia, can I ride Plum? Where's Felicia? Okay, there's not any more pets available. So this must be Felicia by process of elimination. And then what was its name? Can I ride Plum? Plum, cute, good name for a horse. Coralie, oat flat white, please. Oh, they're saying that to Coralie. No, Errol, what a bad dad. To Kathy. And then get good, that's for the get good team. Minnie saying, Martin, your code's always da 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 da. Okay. No, Errol, what a bad dad. To Kathy? I haven't a clue about that. Okay. Rebecca to Holly. So CTO to Holly, who is our tech admin. Hall, I couldn't find my access card this evening, but I thought it must have been somewhere in my bag. I noticed after I left the bar on the way to the hotel, yeah, don't judge me, more on that below, you will be proud of me. So I didn't have time to check properly, but I've just looked everywhere and I can't find it. I know it wasn't on my desk because I cleared it like usual. My meds are missing too. Guess I won't be sleeping tonight. Okay, Rebecca's access card and meds are missing. Can you cancel the access for that card ASAP in case it's truly lost? I also need a new card. Would appreciate you not involving Kathy. She already thinks I'm disorganized, and I bet her opinion will be important for getting on side with the board. Although she probably just hates me because she knows I'm angling to replace her precious leader. Thanks, hon. Also, someone, guess who, was complaining to me last week that you always sit with Coralie's team. So I need you to be diplomatic and sit with Team Database for a bit. Okay. So that would be confirmation that Coralie's on Team Get Good, if we didn't already know. Ask some strong-looking man to move your desk. I know it's a pain, but technically since you work with both teams, I think it's reasonable for you to shift around occasionally. Also, if you see Bill at Taekwondo and he says anything about me, Working late this evening, just go along with it. Just don't tell him I left early, or anyone for that matter. Sorry to ask you to cover for me again, girly pop. I know you super duper disapprove, but I swear it's the last time. I'll forward you the email to prove it. Ben is so angry with me. I hope we can be friends in the future. I feel so bad for him living alone in that huge place with only his cows for company. Ben is so angry with me. I feel bad for him. He lives with cows? No pets, though. Ben, what are you doing? Okay. All right. Hey, cool. All right, we have Holly's messages. Kathy. After you said Hugh dresses like Steve Jobs, I can't unsee it. Yep. Yeah, he does. I saw Beryl had her pups. How many are there? Yeah, they're adorable. 5 babies, 3 ginger and white like her, 1 brown and white like Dad, 1 full ginger like me. Cute. Okay, Beryl, then, is the mama. Bang. Let's go. Agatha Martin. Great. Yeah, cool. We already knew Agatha just based on that, but anyway, all right. They're adorable, so sweet. Must be so fun to see what colors they turn out. They basically look like mini adults when they're born. Very different to rabbits, so cute and furry. Would you like 2 or 3 when they're weaned? Hester would probably love them. Okay, Melissa. So that's a Mel. She's one of the people on database team. Felicia's there, Charlotte's there. Okay, Melissa's either a data scientist or data engineer, unclear. Because we've already filled in names for those other people, and we're pretty sure about their positions based on what we know. Toasties for our lunch today. Rebecca, espresso as usual. Admin's chat, wild idea chamber. Yeah, we've seen that. Ivan, is Pavel Johnstone your bro? The code keyword is Alfie. Oh shit, hold up, okay. Okay, hold on. Let me get my notepad out real quick, and we'll see what we can do with this. Okay. 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 Oh, that's as high as that goes. Okay, that's fine. We'll lower that a bit. Okay. And we'll go to here. I want to keep visual on all that. Great, okay. Lock that down for a moment. And then let's do some work here. Okay, so the keyword is Alfie. Okay, so we know a couple things. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are our rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's our columns. And keyword is Alfie, meaning that's the first one here. And then after that, we go through the alphabet. B, C, D, E is taken, so F is taken. So G, H, I, JK goes here. So we'll move these over 1 space to make, well, 2 spaces to make room for all that. That's fine, okay. JK, L is already taken, M, N, O. Oh wait, I put I twice. Oh, god damn it, okay, that's fine. Okay, A, E, F. Okay, I is out, and then L is out. JK, L. Okay, so the spacing here is in the wrong spot. I need to move it like da-da, 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 da-da. There we go, okay, cool. JK, M, N, O, P, and then I don't have to think about any of the other letters of the alphabet. We just go in order. Q, R, S, T, U, and then just move that over. V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay. So for 1, what is that? That's going to be column 4, row 1, I, and then 2, 1, L, 4, 3, O, 1, 5, V, 5, 1, E. Okay, I love 5, 2, H, 4, 3, O, 2, 1, 2, 1, LL, 4, 5, Y. Yeah, I love Holly. 1, 3. That's either J/K. I think we can pretty safely separate this into I love Holly so far. There's a JK there. 5, 2. H. 1, 1 is A. 3, 3 is N. John or probably Khan. Oh, Holly Khan? Is that how we know her last name? Khan? Okay. Is there even a JH? No, there's not. Okay, it's Holly Khan for sure. Great. Cool. All right, cool. Hey, great. Keyword Alfie. Is Pavel Johnstone... Oh, that's... Okay, Holly is asking Ivan, is Pavel Johnstone your bro? Johnstone? Maybe. Okay. Oh, we have another... Okay, we have a card here. Volunteer Paul. Okay, we know what Paul looks like now. Paul, bang. Fully resourced, acquire all the available evidence. 3 new identities correct. Let's go. Okay. Nice work. Very impressive. I've received a final set of documents for your files. These are from the police investigation and include statements, logs, and the autopsy report. We've also got some security camera snapshots from the weird business across the alleyway, but it's nearly impossible to see anything on them. This will be the last evidence we get, so make sure to look carefully at all the details. When you've filled in as many portraits as you want, and you're ready to submit your deductions about what happened that day, click on Submit Findings at the top of the screen. Okay, great. We got more evidence. Oh my goodness. Okay, cool. Dope. Okay, that's Paul. Was there anything else here? Not really. We know Melissa eats lunch with Holly, but that's all we get from that. Beryl had her pups. We still don't know the dad's name, but that's okay. Oh, this would be Hester Khan then, for sure. Bang. Okay. We'll go to the Northwest desks now. Ryan Bridges. Hey, bud. Bridges. What a doofus. Work experience, data team lead, Zulingo, leading a dynamic data team to optimize value for stakeholders. Lazar focus on customer. Lazar. Best practice technical leadership. Senior software dev at Barracuda Limited. Full stack JavaScript, Node, and React. Founder Chart Topper Analytics Limited. Successful software as a service product. Brother. Education. Bachelor's in Science, Computer Science, Marivelle University of Technology, Debating Club, President of ComSci Social Society. Hobbies and interests, taxidermy collector, G37 fitness, crypto trading. Ugh. Servant leadership, empathy driven, high emotional intelligence, rockstar data developer, 10x code ninja. Blech. Rebecca Crook, current manager, Tony Beauchamp, previous manager. Okay, cool. All right, anyway, we know all we need to know about that fucking guy. Horse! Cute. Horse, bang, easy. Journal of Biological Communication and Artificial Intelligence, Learning to Bark, a multimodal approach to pet vocalization translation using deep neural networks. J. Chan, is that John Chan? Morton E. Sullivan K. Smith Het F. We know there's a Charlotte in there, but there's no C mentioned, it looks like. Ryan Bridge is not there either. F might be our girl Felicia, if I had to guess. So we'll try Smith Het. And then Smith Het here, presumably, as well. Yeah, okay, confirmed. Great. Cool. So K. Sullivan, E. Morton might be these two. Actually, no, because we know that there's a Mel on this team floating around in there, and she's not mentioned. So K. Sullivan or E. Morton might be the other person, but it's unclear. Junior data scientist. Oh, maybe the other data scientist is either K. Sullivan or E. Morton. Possible. This is just a research paper. I don't need to look at this. Okay. Duolingo Output version 0.16.32. Aggie, Felis Catus, 5 years domestic long hair, A&T Smot. Session 16th of December, Monday. Location, desire to open. Smell, other feline, spacious, cold, warm and closed location. Humans sit upon warm. Food, worry, insufficient, desire for more. Okay, cool. All right, sitting on person, wants food. All right, sure. Australasian Data Engineering Summit, Malfoy Hotel, Melbourne, 26th to 27th March. Primary themes for the summit, data mesh, da-da-da-da. Mel, have you seen this, sweets? I know the organizers, so I can definitely get you a speaking spot if you want. X. Bill Gerard. All right, whatever. Executive Retreat, Q1. Hi, leaders. The quarterly leadership retreat is nearly upon us. This time we're fortunate to be meeting in Ben's Custom Conference Center / barn conversion out in Bannock. Directions and map are to the right. Day 1 is for the 4 execs only, plus me to make the tea and take the minutes. We will be covering budgets, Q2 marketing push, planning for the next investment round, and talking business strategy. Day 2 will see Corley and Ryan join the exec for a deep dive into product market fit, technical constraints and opportunities, and staffing for their teams for the next financial year. See you Thursday. You'll see a bright blue barn with cows in the paddock in front and the white sign with Mansell. Please park on the gravel in front of the barn. Ben Mansell, yeah, okay. Big blue barn, great. Dear Zuolingo, please can you add fish to your app? I have a fish called Goldie. They are very smart and I want to talk to them. I included a photo of my Goldie from Rochelle Riley. Hey, thanks, Rochelle. We will add fish to the app. Chart Topper Analytics. Christine to Ryan. Hi, Ryan. Can you confirm whether or not the Ryan Bridges in this company record is you? I note that Chart Topper has been invoicing Zuolingo for its product for at least several months. If this is your business, have you completed the conflict of interest statement and related procedures? Chart Topper Analytics Limited, Data Science and Analytics. Oh boy. Shareholders Ryan Bridges. Oh boy. Okay. Christine Pelham. Chained in. So blessed to wake up in a house full of love and support from my family. Mum Boss. The beating heart of Zuolingo's Data Science Center of Excellence. Team database. Ryan, Melissa, Jacob, Felicia, and Charlotte. Okay, the only 2 photos I can get here are this one. Normal distribution, paranormal distribution. Nice, okay. Data Melly, Agile Giles, Jacobian Matrix, Jacob. Okay. Agile Giles. Who's Giles then? Bye, Felicia. 10x Ryan. We know who 10x Ryan is. We know who Felicia is. So it's Mel. Oh, Charlotte is Giles. Okay. Charlotte Giles. Ryan. Hold on. Let me look at. Sorry, I'm not submitting findings yet. No, not Ryan. Sorry. Jacob. There's his paper. E. Sullivan, K. E. Morton, K. Sullivan. Okay. I don't think that's either of them because we've got a Jacob and a Mel to place. Okay, so it's unclear then who is who exactly. Jacobian Matrix, Agile Giles. Based on the fact that they're talking about Agile, I think. Well, we know that she's product owner, right? Okay. Data Melly. Oh, she's data scientist then. Mel, Melissa, Jacob, probably here. Jacob. We know that's Ryan for sure. I don't think we have pictures of most of these people though. Right? Aye, okay. Do we know anything else about Jacob? That's our horse. This is on Felicia's desk. We know that. Okay. Aggie, we don't know an Aggie. Mel, have you seen this? I know the organizers. Exec retreat. That's presumably on Ryan's desk then. Rochelle Riley. Cute fish. Ryan, can you confirm? Chained in, Christine Pelham. So blessed to wake up in a house full of love and support from my family. Okay. Okay. One of these two is Felicia. The other one is Charlotte. Well, actually, one of these three women is... Oh, God. Okay. Felicia, Charlotte, Mel. These are the people that we're trying to figure out what they look like. Right? Extras? Do we have anything in here that helps with extras? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Okay, that means that somewhere else I'm gonna be able to get their pictures, right? Also, we don't have the guinea pig, dude. Oy, oy. Okay. Is this Felicia? Maybe not. I don't know, dude. Charlotte. Okay, let's go back through it. Maybe we will see more stuff this time. Christine, that's Pippa's cat. There's Martin and Holly from the back. We know what they look like. We have their pictures already. Alfalfa, not relevant. Felicia. That's Felicia. Oh, wait, hold up. This is Felicia. Bang. Okay, Melissa and Charlotte. I don't know, but that's okay. Kathy. Charlotte. Meditating. Bang. Which means Melissa must be the last one here. Okay, how do we get their last names, though? Melissa, Jacob. Just process of elimination, surely not, right? Pat, Brenda, Sarah's recital. Okay. Yeah, that's all not relevant to us. Okay. School supplies, Marvolo and me. Rebecca, run on Sunday. This is Sally Blake, not in the office. Okay. Peter, Aria. This is something that was written to Ben. Omar Sharaf. B. Mansell, Ben Mansell. Trying to get a loan. Okay. Omar. Oh yeah, Rebecca prescribed medication, but the medication went missing. Okay, this is Rebecca and Ben's correspondence. Holly overseeing. Okay, there's Ben again. Somewhere there's got to be a photo of these two people we're looking for, right? Peter, Ariadne, Pippa, Hugh Leamington, These bozos, we've got David and Will, but they're just spouses, not relevant. Kitchen, sales team, guinea pigs. Okay, I need to look for these guinea pigs too. Alfie, Peter K, and then that's Minnie, Coralie. What else have we got? That's our accountant and his big fucking family. Martin Parrott. Okay. We also don't know their last names, Jacob and Melissa, right? Okay. Do we have any mention of Jacob? Melissa's here. Miss Lee, are you the one for me? There it is. Okay, Melissa Lee. We still need Jacob's name, and we still need this guinea pig over here. Is Jacob anywhere in here? He's not an admin, so he's not in the admin chat. No mention of Jacob, it looks like. Felicia has a horse. Charlotte and Mel. Raymond and wife Miranda. Sam, master's in professional accounting. Great, cute. Okay, Jacob. Hugh dresses like Steve Jobs. Beryl had her pups. Wait, hold on. There was... No, okay, I guess not. Okay. Paul to Kathy. No, Errol, what a bad dad. Errol? Let's go. Okay, great. Confirmed. Wait, is Melissa Lee not a data scientist? Because we should have had that right from the get-go otherwise. The only two missing now, I think it's just those two, right? Yeah. Which might mean that Melissa Lee's over here and then Jacob is over here. Which, fine. Okay, hold on. Melissa, Jacob, and we don't know Jacob's name yet. Melissa Lee, Jacob something or other. Okay, hold on. Paul. No mention of Jacob here. This is team database. Does Holly have anything with Jacob? Not to my knowledge. Here's the admin's chat. Paul. Team coffees. Okay, it's got to be in the Northwest desks somewhere. Jacobian matrix. Jacob, I mean, it could be Jacob Chan, potentially. Because then it would be both of our data scientists are in. We'll try Chan. No, okay. Australasian, da-da-da-da. Exec retreat. There's really nothing on Jacob anywhere, huh? Fuck, okay. Unless this is Jacob Chan. J Chan for data engineer, and he's credited or something. Melissa Lee. We'll try swapping these around, because I had Melissa here initially, because she seemed to be a data girl, right? We'll try it. No, fuck. What's your last name, Jacob? Where am I supposed to get that? Okay, hold on. Let's look at the last evidence. Maybe we can find something in here on our boy Jacob. Christine Pelham, 47, dead in workplace. Shoulder length hair, grossly dysmorphic, no central pallor. Large contusion and laceration on the left parietal scalp with underlying hematoma. Skull fracture extending from left parietal to temporal bone. Minor bruising on both upper arms, consistent with thumb and finger marks from aggressor grabbing and pushing. Deceased from the front. No defensive wounds. Organs unremarkable. Significant blood concentration of zolpidem found in toxicology screening. That is the same drug that Rebecca had that went missing, according to her. Blunt force trauma to the head with contributing acute zolpidem intoxication. Based on scene investigation, toxicological findings, and the nature and pattern of injuries, the decedent appears to have been sedated and subsequently sustained a high-energy impact to the left side of the head, consistent with being pushed into a solid object with a sharp edge. There's no evidence of self-inflicted injury or accidental fall from height. The absence of defensive wounds may be explained by the sedative effects of the zolpidem, which likely impaired her ability to resist or brace for impact. Interesting. Okay. Christine's smartwatch. Move along. Boop. Well, there goes the pulse. Very high around that. Well, we know what her schedule looked like, right? Coffee, walk with Kakari at Kakari Farm Park, meeting at the office at 5, shower and power nap around 4. Okay. Yeah, there's the walk. Or no, that's actually early morning. Wait, what is she doing early morning? Hold on. Gym. Okay, gym makes sense. Hair and makeup, breakfast, etc. Okay, cool. That's not too weird. And then around between 5 and 6, her heart rate drops considerably, it looks like. No pulse detected after 6:15. Very low between 5:47 and 6:15. Consider recalibrating device. If problem persists, seek medical attention. Exercise zones, zone 4, zone 3, yeah. Great. Laser Kiwi Labs. Laser Kiwi. Coffee cup flat white. There's a flat white and a soy latte with zolpidem in them. Very low caffeine in both of them. Espresso, naturally very high caffeine. That's not that weird, yeah. Zolpidem concentrations in flat white and soy latte samples are consistent with 2 standard Giestra tablets dissolved in 260 milliliters of coffee. Caffeine concentrations are consistent with average decaffeinated coffee levels. Caffeine concentration in espresso is consistent with average caffeinated coffee levels. Okay. The espresso is undoctored. So there were 3 people here. Flat white soy latte, huh? So the question is, okay, 2 people were drugged maybe then. Is that right? You asked for photos from my security camera between 3 p.m. yesterday and 7 a.m. today. Here are the first 2 snapshots. The camera takes a photo when it detects motion in the alleyway. It usually seems to snap them near the Zulingo window or door. So this is Ambience Wellness. Here's the evacuation map. Ambience Wellness is here. So it looks like we're getting a shot of that door there. Okay. I only have it turned on after dark and at the weekend. It only takes 1 snapshot per motion trigger because my hard drive was filling up too quickly. Okay. So 4:44 p.m. We have a person going to the door, it looks like. 4:49, a person, maybe a different person, unclear. 5 minutes later, another person, okay. Almost 5 o'clock, 4:58. We have dog and lady. Here's the rest. At 21:26, we have a person staring into the window, it looks like. This would be, what would this be? This is like 9:30 p.m., give or take? Yeah, and around 9:30. And then at 2 a.m., we've got a person walking away, it looks like. Weird, okay. Oh, this is weird, dude. Meriton Police Department. Chris was meeting me and the kids at my daughter's music recital. Okay, this is from Richard Ball, the husband. Chris was meeting me at the daughter's music recital, but she never showed up. I assumed she was caught up in a last-minute work meeting, so I wasn't too worried, but usually she'd tell me if she was going to be late. After the recital, I called her a few times, and it rang until going to voicemail. When we got home, Piper wasn't there. I left the kids at home and got to Chris's office around 9:30. 9:30, okay. But it was totally dark inside. I called the police and they wouldn't do anything because it was only a few hours, and the dog being missing made it seem like she'd gone off somewhere. But I know Chris, she wouldn't do this without telling me or the kids. So I phoned my old friend Tom from uni, Phoebe Debenham, who runs a private investigation agency. She came and took lots of papers from Chris's home office to get a head start on figuring out what might have happened. We couldn't get into the computer as it needed Chris's fingerprint. I went for another drive around, checking out the farm park where she often walks Piper and all the streets near home. I also called everyone I could think of, but I don't have any contacts for her colleagues, which seems foolish now. I finally got to bed around 3 a.m. and slept until I was woken by a phone call with the awful news. Coralie, who found her, was really kind. I somehow managed to tell the kids, and we all just sat in the kitchen and cried until the officers came to interview us. I'm taking Piper to do a Zulingo session after this in case she can tell us anything. Okay, yeah, it seems like Christine had Piper when she entered the office at around 5, and then she just didn't come out. Okay. Coralie's statement. I got to work at about 10 to 8 this morning, 7:50, and when I went inside, the lights didn't turn on. There wasn't even the usual low lighting. I walked around waving my arms to no avail. I saw there were some boxes and books and stuff kind of shoved off the desks, so I wondered if there'd been a break-in or something. But before I could investigate, I heard a bark that sounded like it was from behind the boardroom door, which was closed. I first thought someone was in there doing something with Zulingo audio data, but when I knocked, the barking went crazy, so I went in, and Christine's dog Piper raced out. She ran over to the other side of the room and started howling. I followed her over and saw Christine slumped on the floor on her side, behind the kitchen, near Rebecca and Ben's desks. I tried to wake Christine and checked her pulse, but she was horribly cold. I called the ambulance and they talked me through moving her onto her back and doing chest compressions, and then the medics arrived pretty soon after. Hugh turned up at some point just after the medics. After that, I was put in charge of letting emergency services people into the building using my swipe card and stopping any other employees from coming in. I heard later there was a lot of blood on the floor from a head injury, but I guess it was too dark for me to see that at the time. I was also pretty freaked out because I kind of knew she was dead, as much as I hoped I was wrong. Okay. Yikes. Okay, Coralie. Benjamin. Ben Mansell. El Cheater Extraordinaire. Christine asked me on Friday if I could come to a meeting about the budget at 5 p.m. Sunday. Omar was in Melbourne, but I thought Rebecca was going to be there. I was on coffee duty. So I got coffees for us 3 on the way at Common Grounds on the corner. I got to the office around 4:50, put the coffees in the kitchen, and started going through my email. Christine arrived just before 5 p.m. with her dog. We had a lot to get through, so we started without Rebecca. I remembered about the coffees and went to get them. After about half an hour, I was feeling strange, and it was hard to concentrate. I tried to hide it because Christine gets quite annoyed with excuses. It all gets blurry after that. I saw someone with a balaclava. I think they hit me over the head with something. I have a bad cut up by my temple. I saw some strands of long hair, and the person was quite short. Next thing I knew, I woke up in the dark near the front door feeling groggy. I felt very confused at that point, but I managed to make my way to the 24-hour medical clinic down the road. They did a blood test. I took a taxi home as I was starting to feel a lot more normal by then. It was maybe 5 a.m. by this point. My alarm woke me at 7. I got ready and came to work as usual. There's budget work that needs to be done, and I could not take the day off. It was a total chaos at the office with the police and ambulance, and I realized my weird experience might be relevant to what happened. Oh, really? You think your weird experience might be relevant? So I talked to a cop and told them. Okay, bud. Sorry, so a lot happens here. Okay, so he brought the coffee. He brought 3 coffees thinking Rebecca was going to be there. Gets there at around 4:50. Puts the coffees in the kitchen. Christine arrives just before 5 p.m. That tracks with what we saw. So we know that she arrives at 5, right? So he's saying he arrived before her. There's a third person, though. Balaclava person? So if he's at 4:50, maybe Balaclava's before that. Who knows? Hits him over the head. Long hair, quite short. Next thing I knew, I woke up in the dark near the front door, feeling groggy. Felt confused. Managed to make my way to the 24-hour medical clinic down the road. Is that nearby? Down the road? Down the road is going to be a ways away, presumably. Okay, got it. You get hit over the head, you wake up, it's late. Managed to make my way. It's a 24-hour. They did a blood test. I took a taxi home. 5 a.m. Jesus, okay. Yeah, we know about that already. Okay, Corley Benjamin. Rebecca, here we go. Cheater numero dos. Bex Kooks. Ben at email. Coral Lee. Rich Golden Ball. What? Golden Balls, this guy. Okay. On Friday evening, I went out for drinks with a friend. Oh, yeah, okay. When I got home, I went to get my new sleeping meds for my bag, but it wasn't there. My access card for the office was missing too, so I guessed I must have dropped stuff out of my bag at some point while I was dancing. I emailed Holly, my admin, to ask her to cancel the card on Monday and sort out a new one. The other police guy said Ben thought I was coming to a meeting on Sunday evening at the office, but I didn't know anything about that. I always go running on Sundays because I'm training for a half marathon. I got an email on Friday from my friend Sally asking to join my run, so I went to the pet shop to meet her at 4:45 like we arranged. Ah, okay, 4:45, that might be what's happening here. That might be our girl walking to the pet shop, which is closer to this. Okay, I see. She didn't turn up, so after about 15 minutes, I ran to her house, which is nearby. I figured I would meet her on the way if she was running late. I didn't call her because her email said she lost her phone. She was at home and she said she never sent the email. She hadn't lost her phone and she couldn't run out anyway because she had sprained her foot. I stayed and had a few wines with her while we made up some crazy stories about the mystery email. Then I ran home at 6:30. My husband and daughter got home from the zoo at 6:45 with some takeaways. Then we watched a movie together as a family. Bill and I went to bed around 11 p.m. When I got to work this morning at 8:45, the police said my medication was sitting on my desk in the office, but I know I didn't leave it there. I'm a neat freak and I always fully clear my desk before the weekend. Okay. Sally. Okay, we've potential corroboration here. Rebecca and I were at high school together and we've kept in touch. She turned up at my house just after 5 p.m. She'd received an email purportedly from me asking to meet her for a run at 4:45 by the pet shop. I did not send the email. It was not from an address that I have ever used. The email was hilariously unlike my writing, with short, abrupt sentences and double spaces after the periods. However, the email did include the actual name of my dog. Short, abrupt sentences, double spaces after the periods, which was extremely creepy. Okay, so somebody knows about Sally Blake's dog. Rebecca and I were intrigued by it all, so she stayed and had a drink while we tried sleuthing where the email might have originated. All we could figure out for sure was that it was sent by someone who knows personal information about both of us. We figured it was probably some kind of stalker, so Rebecca called the non-emergency police line to get it on record. I guess you'll be able to look that up. Rebecca left my house at 6:30 as her husband and daughter were due home. Sure. Okay. Zulingo output. Oh, huge. Hold on. Guys, hold on 1 second. Ooh. Okay, we're back. I had to turn on a light. It was a little gamer cavey in here for a moment. Zulingo output. Piper, laboratory retriever. Monday. Okay, this is after farm. Location, outdoor. Large animals, non-canine. Many. Herd of cows. Smell. Human. Fear. Violence. Barrier door. Worried. Trapped. Okay. Dog is trapped. Dog smells barn stuff, which makes sense because we know Ben was there. Violence. Human. Christine, family, affection, walk, outdoor. Okay. Interesting. She remembers the walk with Christine earlier, it looks like, but there's violence between these two people, it looks like. Okay, so is Ben the culprit here? Toxicology and medical report. Patient Benjamin Mansell, 2:25 a.m., 13th of January. When was this? There was one that was really late, around 2 a.m., a little before 2? Okay. That might be Ben leaving then. Upon presentation, the patient was disoriented with a complaint of severe grogginess and a headache following a suspected altercation. Visible signs of moderate head trauma, including a deep laceration near the temple, were found upon physical examination. Patient claims to have been drugged in a break-in and subsequently incapacitated for an extended period. Crazy that you're going to a medical clinic to get this on the record instead of calling the fucking cops. Dude, come on. Or like looking around you, you know? I know you're probably a little groggy, but toxicology, why not just go to bed at that rate? Like if you're feeling groggy, go to sleep, you know? Okay, it was requested to identify possible substances. Zolpidem, negative on a bunch of other stuff. Okay. Above therapeutic dose range given time elapsed since ingestion. Patient presents a head injury and post-concussive symptoms, dizziness, mild nausea. Laceration required 3 stitches. Recommended that Ben is monitored for further post-concussive complications given the nature of the incident and suspected break-in. It's possible Ben's confusion is partially due to psychological factors including stress, trauma, combination of zolpidem and head injury. Okay. Awanui River Bank wire transfer. $3 million. Crypt Keeper Crypto. Account address unknown. Seychelles. Zulingo Limited from account. Okay, account address. Once only, send immediately. 6 p.m. Okay. Things we know. Shorty with long hair Rebecca, who was supposed to be at the meeting, was with Sally, who is corroborating her story at 5 p.m. until 6:30 during this period of time. So it's unlikely, unless they're working together, unlikely that that's happening. Based on what Piper's saying, it seems like it's our boy Ben, who smells like a fucking farm, who's attacking Christine, right? I think that's pretty straightforward. Swipe cards. Okay, we know Rebecca lost her card and also her medication, and also 2 things were drugged and 2 people were drugged, right? Okay. Internal by door. So this is people swiping out on Friday. January 12th is Sunday when the murder happens. Rebecca early. Allie by door. Ben, Christine. Yeah. And then Rebecca swipes out internal by door. Ben swipes out at 2 a.m. Sure. That doesn't make sense that she's swiping out at 6:30 because we know that she was like, unless the story's on the way to her house or something, that would be nuts. Also, she lost her stuff and she wrote Holly about having lost her stuff, right? Which seems to track, I think, right? Coralie is the first there. Hugh after that. Coralie swiping medical services in. Manual override. Okay. What's this? Lighting logs. Okay. 17:59, around 6 p.m. Timer elapsed. Automatic dimming, 10-minute delay, safety and exit lights only. At 6, sensors activated, automated motion sensor triggered, standard office bright. At 6:38, automated dimming. Okay, somebody's left at that point. Rebecca card swiped. We know that. That's right around then. Sensor activated, motion sensor triggered, standard office bright. Oh, this is people leaving on Friday. And then at 4:50 is when the first person goes into the office. Motion sensor triggered. At 6:20, same day, admin override, motion sensors manually deactivated. Lighting level set, lowest illumination level selected. Okay, somebody's turning off the lights. At 18:20. Okay, I mean, I think this is open and shut, right? It seems likely. Rebecca's smartwatch GPS history. Okay, this is big. Running, Yield Pet Shop from 4:43 to 4:57, makes sense. Running, and then she's at Parkside Ave for an hour and a half during all the action. Okay, she's not responsible, unless somebody else has her fucking watch, I guess, but like, come on. Okay. What the fuck is Jacob's last name? God damn it. Jacob, what's your last name, bud? Horse. Because it's not Chan, we know that much. That's not relevant. Chart Topper Analytics. That's Ryan Bridges. Jacobian Matrix. All right, what are last names we haven't used yet? Wallace. No. Verity has been used. Leon, Leamington, Lee, Kahn, Kettle, Kerr, Jones, Imagine, you know? Not Johnstone, not Giles, Fig, Dawes. Do we have a Jaw? Have we found a Dawes already, or is that somebody else? Dawes. No, okay. Maybe Dawes. Cook, Chan, Chambers. Okay, we're gonna try to swap these two. Dawes, Jacob, Melissa, Lee. I'm doing this on process elimination, right? Okay. No. Bro, what is your fucking name? Locked in portraits. Wait, is there a third portrait that I don't have locked in? Oh, Kettle over here. Oh my goodness. Guys, we might have been... Hold on, Chan? It was Chan. It was indeed Chan. I hadn't put the parrot's last name in. That's what happened. Okay. Got it. Okay, cool. We have all the identities. Bang. Submit findings. Who's caught on camera? That's Rebecca running by. For sure, right? And then that's Benjamin. And then at 4:58, we've got our girl, Christine, and our pet, Piper. Piper picked a peck. At 9:26, we have the husband, Richard, showing up to look in the window. He doesn't see anything. And then early, like late, that's Benjamin leaving. Who caused Christine's death? It was fucking Benjamin. Presumably Benjamin has the cash. 2 or fewer incorrect answers, really? Oh shit. Is that also Benjamin or some shit? No, it's not. Christine, Pelham, Ben Mansell, Rebecca Cook. Hold on. Let's do dumb shit, right? What is wrong is the big question here. We're just gonna make this things that we know are wrong. Barrel, correlate. Okay, great. More than 2 incorrect answers. We know then this is Benjamin, right? Yeah, Benjamin's right there. And we know that this is Rebecca, right? Is it not Rebecca? Oh. Is that also Ben? Oh, they're both Ben. That's fucking weird. Okay, maybe that's the one thing then that's wrong. So then this is Christine? Oh, okay. Really? Ben twice? Why does that make sense? Okay. Alright, cool. Rebecca Cook breaks off long-term affair with suspect Ben Mansell. Goes with her to a bar and a hotel. Obtains office access card in Zolpidem. Makes sense that he would be able to get that stuff, right? BM arrives at Zulingo office for a meeting with victim. Swipes RC's access card. Oh, true. Okay, that makes sense, because her access card was swiped. So that makes sense. Okay, that's why we would say that that's Ben showing up on camera then. Okay, I see. You've done a fantastic job. Not long after I passed your conclusions on to the police, they confirmed there was enough evidence against Ben to charge him for murder and obtaining by deception. He wasn't very good at hiding his digital footprint, so it looks like they'll be able to trace the missing millions and prove that he sent the email from Sally. Let's go. 1 case down, you've already become an integral part of Debenham detection. You've earned the rest of the day off. Tomorrow we'll start on a new case that just came in. 3 therapy llamas are missing from a local wellness center under suspicious circumstances. Only 1 llama was left behind. I heard that Omar is going to be the new CEO. Shall we ask him if we can bring in a llama to interrogate using Zulingo? The end. Hell yeah. Okay. Hey, great. Cool.